This is going to be a terrific game. Right out of the ground.
He's done it.
It's a beautiful shot.
And there it is.
The atmosphere here is electric. That'll certainly get him going.
You make me feel so alive.
And a very warm welcome to everybody all over the world who joins us for the first time. A glorious day here at the Sahara Kingsmead ground in Durban. Always humid here, sort of Brisbane-like weather if you're Australian and listening. Sort of sweaty and quite sapping for the players. But the news, the big news really, is that Steve Smith won what we all reckon is an important toss. And he's batting first. His side are in good form, having played so well in the Ashes. And South Africa need to get it right early on. We've just run our own build-up show, and Graham Smith was very adamant about that early impact with the ball, get all the bowlers involved. And in fact, his overall summary of South Africa's mission this morning was to get involved in the match, to let Australia know that you're here. As we run through this Australian side, Alan Border is alongside me, and a lot of guys made an impression in the Ashes.
They certainly did, and it's the same side, which is quite remarkable. Cricket, the boys have been playing, but very good bowling attack. I thought they did a great job through that Ashes series. They just hunted as a pack. 3 quickies and 1 spinner. They've all got 20 wickets plus, so that was a key. Also the batting was based around Stephen Smith, but David Warner, what a key player he's going to be. Missed the preparation coming to this first test match, playing 2020 cricket, so it'll be interesting to see how his form holds up against the red ball. But very good performances for him, over 6,000 runs at 48, top of the order.
Very class player. And Boyd, I think, by captaining that T20 side to success, it seemed to bring a spring to his step, a spring that I'm sure he'll recover for this test series, having had a couple of weeks to himself. He didn't play in the warm-up game. That was a convincing win in Australia, so a nice way to start in South Africa. Decided to spend as long in opposing countries as they used to do in preparation, even for a tour as big as this. We're waiting for Morne Morkel, who will bowl the first ball of his final test match series. He's announced he will retire after this one. It's Morkel to Bancroft. And immediately a sign of some bounce. And Graham, you talked a little bit about the sort of bounce that you'd get here at Kingsmead. Tennis baller, you called it.
Yeah, well, if there is any bounce in the surface, Morne Morkel's going to get it.
It's not so far away, I'll tell you. Oh, Morkel really liked it. As ever with him, the issue will be bounce, I think. Height.
It looks like we're going to have a review.
It's Kumar Dharmasena who's given it not out. Remember, it has to be very convincing, this, to be overturned. Is it too high? Is it missing leg stump? I don't think there's nothing on ultra edge, so he hasn't hit it. That's it. See where Cam Bancroft's bat is pointing? It's a problem that he's worked on. The review will go against the South African, and Kumar Dharmasena getting the decision dead right, Alan. That's a good run. Drop it and go if you've taken the pace off it.
Probably closer than initially thought, that run.
Beautiful stroke. In the slot, you have to say, but lovely, easy timing from Bancroft.
This is where he is very strong, Cam Bancroft, drifting down the leg side and just helped along his way.
Just pumps it down the ground. The best of Warner.
Just slightly over pitched and quickly onto it, David Warner. He doesn't miss out too often on opportunities like this.
Hey, it's lovely bowling. Do I play? Do I leave alone?
It's very obvious that Philander's trying to be fuller to Warner's. Almost a bad leave from him, just going over the top of the stumps.
Got him. Beautiful bowling. The first strike of the series, and it goes to Vernon Philander.
Yeah, you've got to think that Bancroft played a mind game on himself there, looking to get outside the line, down the crease to Philander. just to mess with his length. Philander's just gone a touch wider and found the edge. Great ability to adapt to what he sees the batter doing.
Cameron Bancroft for 5. South Africa have their first. It's 15 for 1. Right, Usman Khawaja strolling to the middle, as is his way. Gives that a bit of clatter, and that's exactly the point that Graham Smith made about 15 minutes ago.
Oh, that's cracked away through the covers. That's nicely played. It's an elegant shot from Khawaja for 4. Oh, he loves that. He loves playing that shot. Pounces on anything that's slightly short that he can pull away. Good shot from Khawaja. There's a bit of turn there first up. It's a very good delivery. Maharaj likes that, and he likes that a lot. I think Faf du Plessis liked it as well. He's running up very smartly to have a chat to Maharaj. They'll rely on Quinton de Kock, and they do decide to send it upstairs. I wonder if it was turning too much.
That's a great start from Maharaj. Absolutely brilliant. Lands it on the perfect length. Once it pitches, there's a different purchase. Hits the back leg. This could be close.
First replay lets us know that there's no inside edge of the willow.
And the result is missing. Oh dear. So both the reviews have been lost by South Africa. And we did say that the ball had turned prodigiously. And there's an example and showing exactly that fact.
That's away, and that's gone for 4. That's nicely played. Good shot.
When you come into the attack here in Durban, you want to be searching for a slightly fuller length. It's going to take a while for Rabada just to adjust. Second delivery slightly overpitched and beautifully tucked away through mid-wicket.
Oh, it's a beauty, and it's a great catch. What a snaffle that is. That is a magnificent grab from Quinton de Kock, but Rabada into the attack, and he does the business.
Yeah, brilliant from KG. Just took 4 deliveries to find the ultimate length. Hovering around that off stump, just nipping across Khawaja. It takes the edge, and a brilliant catch to his left hand, Quinton de Kock. Absolutely brilliant. Exactly what South Africa were after. They've picked up their second.
Perfect line and length to the left-hander, just going across. Usman Khawaja had to play at it. And Quinton de Kock does the rest. It was a beautiful catch. He moved really well. Usman Khawaja will be disappointed. He looked good. Gone for 14. Australia 39 for 2.
So ranked number 1 in the ICC Test batting rankings is the Australian captain. And he's in now with Australia in a bit of trouble. They would not have expected this after winning the toss in these sort of conditions.
It's been remarkably consistent, Steve Smith. Magnificent record, average of 63. Really held the Australian batting lineup together. So this is such an important partnership for Australia between Steve Smith and David Warner. Important that South Africa bowl well to him and bowl well to him early in his innings.
It was a bit of an edge. He's off the mark. There's no one down there. There's a couple of grabbers around the place, so that's going to go for 4. So off the mark with a boundary. That's good stuff from Rabada, picking up that important wicket of Khawaja. A dozen gone, 43 for 2.
Beautiful shot. Just eased it through that offside for David Warner. He moves along to 24. He's hit 3 boundaries.
Yeah, I said in my earlier commentary stint, Warner gets in. It's so difficult to control him. 24 now, just 36 balls, I think. 35 balls. He scores. He's a difficult guy to control once he's playing well.
Oh, it's a top edge. And it's pretty well played from David Warner as well. He had to turn his head at the last second. A bit of extra bounce from Rabada.
I don't think he was in control of this. Certainly rushed by Rabada, but he got enough bat on it. Rabada will be encouraged by that, though.
Uppishly through the leg side. It's well placed from Stephen Smith. He's a good player of spin.
Looking to transfer some pressure onto Maharaj, not allowing him to bowl and get into his work.
Beautiful shot from Stephen Smith. Got inside it nice and quickly. And puts it away nicely. That's his third boundary.
Steve Smith is very strong playing anything onto the onside, whether it's full or short, anything towards the onside, he's very strong there. Force him to play through the offside.
It's a wonderful shot from Smith. He doesn't miss out on the loose deliveries.
Well, it's not the first time that we have seen him play that on drive, and that gives you every indication of how confident he is and also how good he is through that onside. The ball is spinning towards the slips, and all the conventional batsmen will tell you don't play against the spin, but he has no problems.
And guided down through the slips, Gordon David Warner. He just opened the face and eased it down there. So Australia moving along nicely now. This little partnership, 37 from 57. And Warner moves on to 39.
Fine stroke. What a way to go to 50. It's been a very well constructed innings from David Warner. 28th Test match 50. He's got 2100s. He's setting the game up nicely for his side. 4 runs. That's a good effort though by Morkel. I don't mind that. Get it full at the stumps. If Steve Smith's eye is good enough to consistently connect, well, fair enough. 95 for 2. He's got it. Fantastic bowling from Vernon Philander. And on the stroke of lunch, South Africa find that crucial third wicket.
Yeah, brilliant from Philander. He possesses such good skills, has such good control. And that's exactly what they would have wanted. A breakthrough in this partnership, and the big wicket of David Warner. Once again, it's Philander who produces. Hints like it wants to shape in towards the left-hander. Just straightens after pitching. Good catch. That second slip by A.B. de Villiers. And that's the perfect tonic for South Africa, leading into the lunch break.
Yeah, on pitches like this, you've got to cling on to every chance that comes your way. There's the frustration. And it's in complete contrast to the elation. Two sides in green caps, and one of them marginally happier than the other as lunch arrives on the first day of the Sunfoil Test Series that people have been talking about with such a sense of anticipation. David Warner gone for 51.
Tries to catch it, but to no avail. That's swept away. They should be used to seeing that shot. They would have seen some footage of him in the Ashes, the way he plays that so well, and he's played it so well already today. Another one there, Mikey, on the leg side.
Yeah, brings up the 100. 101 for 3 now, Australia. I don't understand this leg slip situation and trying to bowl straight. That's getting them absolutely nowhere. More runs. Eventually we hit that leg stump, Kips, but he was 204. The second innings, we said absolutely no chance of bowling anywhere near the stumps. Hit his outside off stump, hit the outside edge, gone back to the pavilion.
Shaun Marsh averaged 74 in the Ashes, a couple of hundreds and a couple of 50s. Got 100 last time he was in South Africa. It's actually been earmarked as the reserve opening batsman if Bancroft doesn't get going, and that'll mean a bit of shuffling in the batting order. Average of 41.
That's a good shot. It was too wide and too short.
And a good example, I think, of an easy paced pitch. So much time to play that. It's a bit of that is a bit of a freebie, I'm afraid. 2 full, a little bit leg side. He's not going to miss out there. Wept away for a boundary, so that'll make him feel a little bit better. He's opened his account, 113 for 3. Oh, and he smashed that away. First ball for 4, short and dispatched.
Ominous. Steve Smith looking in great form. That was a real loosener, a short one.
Eased away. Just a bit of an open blade. No one down in that region. Dual the catches in the slips court and also a short cover and a short mid wicket. So another boundary for Smith.
Went straight down, so he's in control of the shot. He played it late.
A little bit of an inside edge under the thigh. Oh, that was excitement from the South Africans.
Tough chance, very difficult chance. AB de Villiers, he doesn't miss too many. They're the ones that they either stick or they don't.
Yeah, not easy. But again, that should show South Africa where they need to be bowling. Bowl off stump outside the line of off stump.
Wonderful shot there from Shaun Marsh. Very elegantly placed through that offside. It was a widest delivery from Rabada, and Marsh was good enough to put it away.
Nicely caressed. It wasn't a half volley. It wasn't an easy put away. The length wasn't too bad from Rabada. And just hits it on the up. It's all about the placement.
Too short. Too much time for Shaun Marsh, and he eases it through the offside for a boundary.
Yeah, the surface is slow. Batters have chance to adapt. Back of a length, short delivery, almost a nothing delivery from Rabada. Just timed away through the offside. Uses the pace.
Oh, that's close. Caught him on the front. It didn't quite bounce, but it beat Shaun Marsh for pace. No referrals left for South Africa.
Some good decisions from the umpires this morning. A couple of them looked really good on first sighting, but they've got it right.
Keshav Maharaj bowls to Steve Smith. Mid on his back. Oh, Smith gets the single that Maharaj doesn't want him to get, and it takes Steve Smith to 50. Another splendid innings. Yes, a half chance, a quarter chance maybe to AB de Villiers. 24-50, the 2300s.
Just about every time he bats, he gets runs. It's unbelievable.
Not bad, nice and full, but the angles are bad. That's the problem. They work against Rabada from around the wicket. So here it is. It's hit pad first, and it's going on to hit the stumps. A review would have been in favour of South Africa, but the reviews have gone.
Now that might be out to bottom edge. It is out. Steve Smith is on his way, so that is a big wicket. Maharaj got him. His first test wicket he ever picked up. Maharaj got him in Perth, and he's now got him here the first time he's batted in South Africa on this tour. So that is massive for South Africa.
Yeah, huge moment for South Africa. It's almost like there was a bit of a lull in the play. And now we've got Keshav Maharaj. No problems with the front foot. They're just having a quick check. But that'll be just fine. It's a feather of an edge through, off the gloves of Quinton de Kock, who closes his hands, pops up in the air. De Villiers reacts quickly. An easy take in the end for him. And that's massive. The Australian captain's on his way for 56. Australia now 151 for 4.
Right, so that was a big wicket for South Africa. Brings Mitchell Marsh to the crease, who averaged 107 in the Ashes series, including a couple of centuries. And this guy, Shaun, can be a very dangerous player. See, that's not a bad way to get going. It's a pretty ordinary ball first up, but he just hammered that for 4.
Kick of the earth from Keshav Maharaj. He's just picked up a wicket. New man at the crease, and he's given a bit of a freebie to get him off the mark. He's left to put it away. But that's brilliantly played.
Oh, that's hit him on the helmet.
They usually say that once the helmet gets hit, you should change it. Don't think that would have had too much effect on the helmet though. Just hitting the visor more than the helmet itself.
Beautiful shot, advancing down the track, but just playing a nice, strong drive down the ground for 4.
Seen throughout his innings the willingness to use his feet to the spin of Maharaj. And this is beautifully played. Eventually gets one that's slightly over pitched, and he can open up the offside. Just opens the face, caresses it through the covers, and beautifully placed.
That's a good shot, straight down the ground, and that's going to be 4 more. So a couple of boundaries, strong boundaries down the ground in that over off the batting of Shaun Marsh. 166 for 4. Vacant third man, 4 more. Bit of movement in the air from Rabada. Brings up 1,000 test runs for Mitchell Marsh.
Good delivery. Length was good. A little bit of movement away. No third slip in place, but it wouldn't have carried to that third slip. He would have just been able to cut off the boundary.
There it is. That's the one we've been talking about, but that one going too far.
Would have been an umpire's call.
Oh, an inside edge. It was wide of off stump, and Shaun Marsh just going for that cover drive. That'll help.
Yeah, you'll take them anyway as a batter. Looking to transfer some pressure off the tee. The big booming cover drive, bottom edge. Almost 5 for his work there.
Beautiful, beautiful piece of bowling. It was the right line and length. And Shaun Marsh just fending outside the off stump. It was a bit of a nothing shot. And it goes through to first slip, and a wonderful catch as well. That's a big wicket they wanted.
The break South Africa were looking for. Shaun Marsh just feeling for the ball. A little bit of drift on it. Edge found. De Villiers doesn't make a mistake. Boy, is he happy. He's worked hard today. Day 1 surface. Into his 18th over. Marsh gone for 40. Australia 177 for 5.
So the new batsman for Australia, Tim Paine, the wicketkeeper batsman, only played 10 test matches. Seems like he's been around for a long time. That gets through. First boundary for Tim Paine.
Perhaps just a fraction short. Wasn't that bad a delivery. Found the gap. Just see the opening of the face of the bat to make sure it went behind the square.
We need to chase that. Good old-fashioned thump by Mitchell Marsh. Such a strong man. Fabulous stroke that is. A little wide, that's all. And Mitchell Marsh climbs into it. This is the sort of form that he showed against England in the second half of the Ashes summer. Not often Maharaj gets it wrong.
Too much width. Previously, Mitchell Marsh got one off the back foot and smashed it through there. This time off the front foot. Just too wide from Keshav Maharaj.
Oh, you wouldn't believe. Oh, and it hasn't carried. For a moment, I thought Tim Paine had knocked a full toss straight into mid-on's hands.
It was early on it, Tim Paine. Sometimes that temptation, the good bowler comes off out of the attack, and what you perceive a lesser bowler to be, just that lapse of concentration. So nearly carried all the way through.
Another full toss. Diving short extra cover. That probably does make it to the boundary.
Just trying to get it full, trying to get it to swing. It's popped in the air. And Markham launches himself. Couldn't get that left hand near it.
Likes to play in an attacking, aggressive style of cricket, no matter what the format he's playing in.
There's nothing wrong with this delivery.
good pace and extra bounce there.
That's where they don't want to bowl. That's what you can't do. They build the pressure and suddenly a freebie gets them away. The pressure is totally deflated.
Yeah, not good from Morkel. Pace and bounce and good line the ball before beat Mitch Marsh, and now just offered up a freebie on leg stump.
Oh, that's a beautiful shot. That really is superbly timed from Marsh.
Yeah, just fractionally full, but a good shot from Mitchell Marsh. Just great timing and the placement excellent.
This will be a test.
Tim Payne looking over at the square leg umpire. Is he not happy with the light? The light's on. Bad light always plays a factor here in Durban.
That's fine, and that's gone for 4. Oh, good luck, Quinton de Kock. That's gone for 4 byes. So 8 runs off that over, 221 for 5. That's away, well behind square, and that's going to go for 4. He's strong.
Just a couple of boundaries in the last few overs.
Tidy stuff from Maharaj. 225 for 5. And the light meters are coming out. Now these umpires, the ICC guys, have got a bit sneaky these days. We can't get any readings. In the old days, or not so long ago, we used to get readings. In fact, the umpires, I think, have said it's too dark and they're walking off. Right, so let's have a look at what has happened today. This is day 1 of this series. What a fascinating series it's going to be. 4 test matches. This is the first day of Australia being here, and what a battle it's promises over the next month. Australia winning the toss. Bancroft will be disappointed with his dismissal. Warner will be also disappointed, but for a different reason. He got out just before lunch on 51. Khawaja played pretty well for his 14 and was a bit of a surprise when he edged that delivery. Smith, 56 of 114 deliveries. Shaun Marsh, 40 of 96. And there's 3 batsmen getting 40 or 50 and not kicking on, which is not the Australian way. But at the moment, it's Mitchell Marsh not out on 31 and Payne not out on 21. 225 for 5 it is. It's got him. There's a neck. So that second new ball has done it, and he is pumped up. Rabada is seriously pumped up. Hard work from him yesterday, hard work again this morning, and now he's been rewarded.
South Africa with that second new ball, they would have been hoping it was going to impact. It has. Payne's on his way for 25, 237 for 6.
Last time South Africans saw this guy was 2011. He got man of the match at the Wanderers when he was 19 years of age. Oh, that's not too far away, and he knows it.
It's good leaves and bad ones. I think this one goes down as a goodie.
Another sponsor sticker. Great emotions from Rabada at the moment.
Ooh, that's quick and just clipped him. It may have just picked up that arm guard. It is. So the umpire's given it leg byes. Didn't quite bounce at all. Oh, he hit it pretty hard, Mitch Marsh. Look at that again. If it did, yes, it did carry, of course. Well, I know it goes down as a chance, but it's probably just a half chance, not even that. That's a good shot, and he's off the mark. At least 2 for Pat Cummins. And be annoyed at that Morné Morkel, because often when you want that, you only want to keep that guy back on strike. You don't want him to get to 3 and get down the other end.
Bowled him. Maharaj is the man.
Good change from South Africa. They've got Maharaj into the equation earlier rather than later. The ball's still new. It's hard, and this one just slides on.
In between bat and pad, so but that's the end of Cummins. He's gone for 3. Australia 251 for 7.
Mitchell Starc, who loves to strike the ball, mainly mid-on and straightish mid-wicket. There is 2 areas, sometimes squarish mid-wicket too. Thick inside edge gets Starc away. Does he come back? He does come back, and a little slip, but a slide, and a mistake, and a boundary. Oh, that's quick, and it's safe. Really good short pitch delivery from Morkel. Fabulous stroke. Maybe the stroke of the innings.
End of the 94th, 264 for 7. That was quite brilliant from Mitchell Starc.
See if there's any spin out of that rough. Doesn't look as if there is, actually. Oh, there is there.
This is probably a sign of what we're going to see more and more of as this test match unfolds. A little bit of turn out of the rough. Takes the inside edge. Did carry.
That's exactly what Mitchell Starc likes to do. Well, this is already a good little adventure from Starc. It's 271 for 7. So, as we say, options long on, mid-wicket, and occasionally this sort of slog sweeps type thing.
See, that's a terrific shot. That really is nicely played through the covers. He has been in really good form, Mitchell Marsh. He's showing his promise now, really coming to the fore for Australia. That's another 50.
Mitchell Marsh, the way he got to his 50, patient knock from him. He's really learning how to build a test match innings. He's still got that power, and given the opportunity, he was very strong square of the wicket, and obviously driving. A very good job putting together a very valuable score for his side, and he's still there.
He's clubbed that, and he's clubbed it a long way. That is a good shot. He only knows one way, Mitchell Starc. It can be very effective, and if he bats for anything about 40 minutes here, it will be. So Marsh not out 55. Starc 15 balls now for 25. So Graham, Evan Flint, who was groundsman of the year last year, made a comment a couple of days ago. He was saying because he has 3 tracks at Newlands that he's got to use for internationals because of the positioning of cameras, etc. And he said they're getting worn out, even though the surface that he's providing is good. Well, that's hit pretty well, extremely well, in fact, and that's gone for 6 more runs. These are really handy runs for Australia. Now we're feeling pretty relaxed, that change room now. Bowled him. That is a beauty. That is a terrific delivery. That has found the gate.
3 balls to lunch. Maybe thought, let me just see this out, and he's got defensive for the first time. Maharaj hits that off stump. He'll be happy. Starc has had the better of him. Big, big wicket for South Africa. Lift their spirits for the lunch break. Starc gone for 35. 300 for 8.
Lyons played a lot of gutsy innings actually down the order. He's a good, courageous tail ender. Michael Holding and Kepler Wessels are alongside me in the commentary box.
Good afternoon, Marcus. Very interesting cricket so far. Some may think it's a little bit turgid, but just the score on the board will get Australia thinking positively. Get over 300 runs having batted first. They were tottering a bit earlier on, but they should be a bit more pleased now. It's going to be a long haul for anyone getting runs, anyone taking wickets.
So what does Mitchell Marsh do? Does he continue to play this way, or does he look to attack a little bit more now?
What a lovely stroke. He just drops the bat on it. And he's got timing, he's got power. And at the moment, he's got great control of the bat face.
Yeah, this was superb. Didn't try and hit this too hard. Pure timing and placement. Full face of the bat. Beautiful.
Oh. Well, there was no chance, really, even for someone with brilliant reactions, which AB certainly has.
A fraction too wide. Vernon Philander this time. Firmly struck there by Mitchell Marsh. He does hit the ball really hard. Catchable height, but went very quickly, and he's also quite close there, Javi de Villiers.
And that'll go for 4-2. A very frustrating little period here for Rabada, and a good one for the Australians.
Handy boundaries for Mitchell Marsh too. He'll just be starting to think, can he get to the three-figure mark on 75 now? Someone to hang in with him for just long enough. If he does get there, it'll be a well-deserved century.
At the moment, as he drops it short, Mitchell Marsh just climbs into it. It's very un-Philander-like.
I'd be a bit tired, Mikey, I think. Pulling a couple down, he doesn't normally do that. Mitchell Marsh has been there for a long time. He's not going to miss out on those opportunities.
And there is no chasing that. Marsh rocking onto the back foot and powering the thing over the rope. Moving smoothly now to 87. Often an unlucky Australian number. What will it bring for Mitchell Marsh?
Loosen of that one by Keshav Maharaj. Hasn't bowled too many bad deliveries, but that was too short. Mitchell Marsh starting to dominate.
Now they've got Lyon on strike. 2 slips of gully. 3 in the covers, saving a single. That's the place to bowl. Doesn't quite carry. I reckon a bit of inside edge.
You may want to think about standing back now that Lyon is on strike. Lyon is certainly not going to be coming out of his crease towards the bowler. Big edge there.
And back here live, Marsh gets a thick edge to the boundary because there's no slip in place.
Slightly fortunate boundary, but he'll take it. He almost deserves it once you've got to the stage in the 90s. Finds it outside edge, a ball tailing back from Vernon, just outside the off stump. And because he's on 92, that means there's no slip in place. So no one to take the catch.
Over the top, oh, taken. Morne Morkel. He's picked out the tallest fielder out there, Mitch Marsh, and he's got to depart on 96.
He's been absolutely brilliant. Why he couldn't hold his patience just for a little bit longer, we'll have to maybe ask him at some stage. But he deserved 100. Decent length delivery. Tries to drag it away. And he just had to hit it probably a foot or so higher, and he would have had himself a boundary and 100. But not to be. Good catch by Morkel. Marsh goes for very well played 96. Australia 3-4, 1 for 9.
Final batsman for Australia, Josh Hazlewood.
That takes it over 200 or 343. And that's a lovely shot by Nathan Lyon. He's played second fiddle while Mitchell Marsh was going strong now. And I think he might take the attack to Maharaj.
Fight through, grind it out. Another sweep from Lyon and 4 more. 350 up for Australia.
It's a good 350 as well. They haven't done their homework on Nathan Lyon. That's his only shot.
They have adjusted the field now, and he's in front of square. So let's see if he goes behind. There you go. Try the other shot, and it's going to pop it up in the air. It's 5 wickets for Keshav Maharaj. The first test match that he's playing on his home ground here at Durban. And he's picked up 5 for 123. His 4th 5 for in test cricket.
Dean Olgo's record. Tenacious player.
It's away. And away nicely as well for Dean Elgar. It's a boundary. Slipped beautifully.
Yeah, balance was good. He needs to hold his position for as long as possible with the shape that Stark gets. we said, Starks cannot offer you scoring opportunities as he searches for wickets. And Elgar doesn't miss out. Good timing. From my perspective, South Africa need to rotate the strike more. I think it's an area that Australia struggled to do to Maharaj. If they can just tick things over against Lyon. What a shot. Beautiful timing onto the front foot.
That's beautifully played. That's the third one that Aiden Markram has threaded through the covers.
Very aggressive start this. Markram wouldn't have seen a lot of the Australian bowlers, but he's liking what he sees at the moment. Attacking fields as you'd expect with the new ball, but timing them nicely. They shot through the offside.
More runs. Went pretty hard at this one, off that thick outside edge.
The good thing about this shot, he threw everything at it. There's no half measures. And as a result, it flies over the slips. Mitchell Starc bowling a reasonable sort of a pace, but went hard at it. You get enough bat on it, it's going to fly away.
Oh, that's a beauty. That is an absolute beauty. He's played some glorious cover drives today already. Tries to catch it, and he's really got off his own bowling. There it is. It's a leading edge into the attack, and he has struck already. He has improved dramatically over the last 18 months, Nathan Lyon, and this is what he does.
He's just trying to work the ball to the onside, and the ball drifting in to Dean Elgar and catching that leading edge. And Nathan Lyon, there's not too many better off their own bowling. And he's got the breakthrough for the Australians. Dean Elgar has to go. He's made 7, and the score 1 for 27.
Right, here we go. Hashim Amla. A ground he knows very well. Hashim Amla. He might have him. He has. That is intelligent stuff from Nathan Lyon. They would have thought a lot about Hashim Amla and how good he is, and they would have wanted to make sure they drag him forward.
Good revolutions on the ball by Nathan Lyon. Bounce and turn, as Alan Border said. Good flight as well.
A big wicket for the Australians and a double breakthrough.
2 wickets going down without the addition of any runs brings A.B. de Villiers. The crease, his numbers are also brilliant. 50, 111 games. Some people are saying this may be his last Test series. That's a nice shot. That's a really good shot. Superbly timed from A.B. de Villiers.
Well, this will be his strategy, A.B. de Villiers. He'll try and unsettle Nathan Lyon. He won't just allow him to bowl to him. He'll be looking to score rather than just survive.
Very quickly into position is A.B. de Villiers. We're watching a very high-class player, and anybody who loves the art of batting will hope we're watching for a long time.
There were shouts of catch it, and they were expecting maybe Mitchell Marsh at square leg to try and get hold of it, but it was hit with immense power past him before he really knew what was going on. It's right out the middle from de Villiers. You can't just hover in back of a length against de Villiers. He's so quick on that pick-up pull.
Gorgeous.
This is when you know A.B. de Villiers is at his best. His balance is absolutely superb, playing straight down the ground. He had one earlier today that he hit and made contact with the stumps at the bowler's end, but this one just skids past that leg stump. And that's brilliantly played. Straight bat, good balance.
Played. And well timed, actually. It was a tactic that the Australians, and particularly Pat Cummins, used a lot against England. Would be to bowl 4 or 5 balls, maybe a hole over, maybe an over and a half, banging the pitch just back of a length, forcing the guys to play off the back foot, defending mainly. That's out. It's worked. Terrific cricket. A big wicket for Pat Cummins. The wicket, maybe. certainly the third time. And it's such a big thing for a dressing room. You're going to tea now, and one side's completely buoyed and the other's somewhat down in the dumps.
Good delivery, because Markham does like to take on the short delivery. He didn't decide to do it in that case, stood up and played. He's gone for 32.
Faf du Plessis now replacing Markram.
Ah, whoa, whoa, whoa. Screams of catch it. Dropping far too short of Mitchell Marsh for that, Mitchell Starc for that, but the point made. A difficult guy to take on because of that physical strength. The bouncer always gets up to a threatening height, 59.4. And now de Villiers on the hook stroke.
Always good to watch when Aby de Villiers at the wicket. He doesn't like the bowlers to dictate to him. Wants to take the initiative and take control.
No, no, no. He's hit him outside the line of off stump. Fine shot. Knows where the gap is. Probably premeditates it. Searches for the ball in the right area.
I think you'll find people with this sort of ability, Faf du Plessis, Aby de Villiers, that they'll say to themselves when they get to the crease, this is what I'm looking for. This is the sort of delivery I am hoping to score off. And they'll try to defend as much as they possibly can until they see that delivery.
Again, hits him outside the line of off stump.
Well, Faf du Plessis is getting right across to outside off stump, so that's what he's doing. So an idea for Nathan Lyon might be to try and come around the wicket. Faf du Plessis stands on off stump, then he goes further across, gets way outside the line.
And definitely offering a stroke. Okay, will tell us the situation. Hit him outside the line of off stump, and once it hits him outside the line of off stump, offering a stroke. Whatever else happens doesn't matter.
No one at leg gully. That's that awkward height. And on the slower pitch, you tend to stand there and play it. It's a strange thing, Kepler. We talked about it a bit at tea, actually, with Graham Smith and Sean Pollock.
Type of the delivery that got Aiden Markram out. The surprise short one. Very well directed as well, right at the body.
Fine, fine shot. Quick of eye, quick of hand, quick of feet.
And perfect placement.
This man has some serious talent. Again, you can see the bounce here. That was meant to get a lot higher than it did. That was just above waist, perhaps 6 inches above the waist. And he was able to hit down on it. See the face of the bat turning immediately.
Oh, yeah. Great use of the hands again. He really does have such a ball-playing sense. Leans into it, gets the blade open, and it's a joy to watch him.
That's exactly where the gaps are. Got right to the pitch of that one. Opens the face against the spin, so not easy to do, but does it perfectly, Aby de Villiers.
And now Faf du Plessis joining in the fun and getting a lot for it too. Getting all that you can get on that occasion. A great little spell in the game here as two fine players look to reassert themselves and South Africa.
Excellent batting, taking the initiative, showing intent, Faf du Plessis, and doing it well.
Beautiful bowling. Did it carry? That was the only question, but the edge was definitely there. And that little bit of reverse swing from Mitchell Starc has claimed the wicket.
And there's the hint of away movement, just a touch. And it does carry comfortably. They just quickly had a check, the two umpires. And that's a massive moment in this test match. The South African captain has to be on his way through some good bowling by Mitchell Starc. Just 2 deliveries into his second spell. Du Plessis goes for 15, 92 for 4.
Australians back into this game. South Africa 4 for 92. They still trail by 259 runs and the big wicket of Faf du Plessis. Good bowling there from Mitch Starc.
Tinus de Bruin. South Africa didn't play the extra batter in the Indian series, but they have now against Australia.
Oh, that's bounced a bit. And just past Tim Payne's diving left hand. Oh, that's a beautiful delivery. Just like Faf du Plessis, it's a good catch from Tim Payne. Number 5 goes down for South Africa.
Yeah, big trouble. Stuck on the crease, through the hands at it. Starc has been extracting a bit of away movement with his older ball. He's got his man, De Bruin, gone for 6.
Quinton de Kock coming in at number 7 for South Africa. 34 overs completed. And the ball just starting to reverse nicely for the Australians. South Africa 108 for 5. Josh Hazlewood to continue. It's a nice shot from AB de Villiers. He's got a man on the D, but he's too good for that. Some wonderful timing from AB de Villiers. Going along nicely. And that's his 50 up.
Very good, David de Villiers, from the word go today. He's looked really confident. He scored all around the wicket as he normally does. Played with a full face of the bat. A couple of good sweep shots as well. Always likes to take the initiative and did so today. Came in with South Africa again under all sorts of pressure.
We didn't see the best of AB de Villiers in the tour against India. Wept away. He's not going to miss out there. That is easy for Quinton de Kock.
Settle the nerves a little bit. One out of the middle of the bat. Very full delivery and just worked nicely to the onside. Good timing.
It's a shot he loves. Doesn't matter if it's the quicker bowlers or the spinners. He rarely misses out in that region.
Left-hander special, isn't it? Getting back slightly short. Quicker ball from Lyon and very well played in the end.
That's well played. That's a sign of a bit of a confidence building for Quinton de Kock. 133 for 5.
Been a while since we've seen him play these shots. Loves it square of the wicket on the offside, Quinton de Kock.
Australia went on to make a good score, 351 in that first innings. Mitchell Marsh, very good contribution from him, at 96, and played probably his only rash shot for that innings to prove his dismissal.
Gee, what a shot that is. Hardly any follow through at all. That's just a hard meet of the ball and just punch it down the ground.
That's just pure class. Don't try and hit this hard at all. It's just a extension of that defensive stroke. Right in the middle of the bat and beautifully placed again. Shot selection has been excellent today, AB de Villiers.
That's just classical. Perfect straight drive.
11 fours in his knock so far. Let's have a look at the blue balls. Back foot. Some beautiful drives. Often straight. And this is the last one. Bat sponsors are getting full value with that shot.
Good rotation of the strike as well, so mixing it up pretty well, AB de Villiers.
That's a nice shot. That's gone very quickly indeed for 4. So these shots we're seeing now from Quinton de Kock are like him of old. Good to see. 10 off that over, 145 for 5. appreciated by Keshav Maharaj, who did a very good job early today, and also Hashim Amla.
So, Mikey, are you suggesting that South Africa asked for a wicket like this?
I'm suggesting that South Africa are asking for specific things and they're perhaps not getting what they're asking for because the groundsmen can't supply what they're asking for, but they're trying nonetheless.
Wow.
Back foot. Showing his stumps, really. Just gripped slightly.
Yes, he kind of gets away leg side of the ball. Does spin, actually, in fairness to him, but he gets away leg side of the ball. 20 for Quinton de Kock, 150 for 6 now. Philander averages 24. That's okay. A very capable player. I'm, in fact, slightly surprised his best isn't a little more than 74. He's glad he faced that one. Ryan teased him with that little high drifter and he eased it through extra cover.
Philander making some important contributions with the bat for South Africa of late. I think he's working desperately hard to turn himself into an all-rounder.
Deficit 193.
Oh, that's an edge. That's a beautiful catch. It's a wonderful delivery.
South Africa really struggling with the left-armer's delivery from around the wicket, getting it to tail away from the right-handers. That one was almost nicked from about middle stump. But as you mentioned, BJ, it's been an impressive performance by Mitchell Starc. He's picked up his 3rd. South Africa have lost their 7th. Vernon goes for 8, 158 for 7.
Raj took 5 wickets, the left-arm spinner with the ball. He's got a bit of work to do here with the bat. It's been difficult for the middle order and top order batsmen with the reverse swing going away at 145 kilometres. Oh, beautifully bowled. Straight through the gate, did him for pace. A little bit of reverse swing. Hazlewood gets his first.
And Australia are now on fire. They've got South Africa in big trouble. They've now picked up their 8th wicket. Maharaj.
159 for 8 South Africa. They still trail by 192. Hazlewood's picked up his 1st wicket so far. Kagiso Rabada strolls to the crease. Didn't come back. But Rabada was equal to the task and will end up with at least a couple.
Bowling with the ability to shape it. That was interesting to see. That was the one that was trying to go away from the left-hander. I think he might be setting him up. This could be the big hooping in-swinger.
Oh, that's got to be close on the foot. There it was, Shaun Pollock. Cracking delivery. It was 141 kilometres an hour and shaping back in. Does indeed. He was on his way.
A good delivery. Full, quick, swinging back into the left-hander and knocking over the stumps. That is exactly how you should be bowling to the tail-enders.
9 down South Africa. Morne Morkel to the crease. Beautifully bowled. 5 for Mitch Starc. Outstanding bowling from the big quick. And South Africa are all out for 162.
Spectacular from Starc. Absolutely brilliant. But it's been high speed, high quality from Mitchell Starc. Absolutely brilliant.
Great day for Australia. As I said, setting it all up with Mitch Marsh at the start. So the match summary, there it is at the moment. Australia earlier today, all out 351. South Africa all out just on the stroke, the end of play, all out for 162.